Hey, Bulls.
Welcome everyone to Game 3 of this Eastern Conference Round 1 matchup. 2-0 so far. Perhaps the tide can turn
Si Lonzo Ball.
This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Beard. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Let's check out Chicago.
Kaya lang, i-adjust tayo. Nagana ba audio ko? Audio, always on. Audio, baby. Sorry sa akin, USB. Okay. Let's go.
Chicago's starting lineup. The guard set is Giddey and White. Kevin Huerter is out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Detroit, Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Hardaway is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the center. Harris outside. Taking a look at Detroit. Even though they start this series in a hole, Greg, it wasn't entirely unexpected, but now at home, they have to put a W on the board.
And you know, Kevin, I look for them to be more comfortable here tonight. You often shoot better at home. Sometimes role players produce more at home. It's an environment and a crowd filled with energy that you're used to.
And the Pistons with possession here. The Bulls knocking down the three.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Huerter, no good. And here are the Pistons. In the corner, Hardaway with it. That one's good from the corner.
I feel like Tim Hardaway Jr.'s role is to be out there and gun away, so ready to shoot that time.
Here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Uy.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Duren. Now Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Hardaway Jr. up over top right there, rising up.
Now here's Vucevic. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time he hits it.
And Duren slams it in.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Nailed from three-point land.
And the nice stroke, that's coming along for Josh Giddey.
For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
White dishes to Vucevic. Hands the 12-footer.
And Vooch knows he can hit it off the pass. I love his confidence and quick trigger.
Cunningham passes to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. No, he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Huerter, no good. Harris with him. And it's Buzelis picking him up. Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
So fast of foot on the run. I see it. Tough to catch.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Giddey. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Count it.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Pass to Giddey. There's the drive. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Defenders don't think that Giddey has that kind of shake to his game. I like it when he shows this kind of flash.
Cunningham finds Hardaway. Shoots over White. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
And it's Vucevic missing. For Detroit, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Thompson misses. Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Giddey. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Harris. The Pistons leading.
First personal foul. First team foul.
White against Hardaway. Harris kicks to Cunningham. From 8, Chicago grabs the miss. It was a big win for them, coming off Tuesday's match.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
White drains it from beyond the arc. White's got 6.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense. That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
From downtown, the shot by Buzelis, no good. Pistons leading by 3. Simone Fontecchio. He's checked in for Thompson.
Personal foul. Team second.
Cunningham with it. And it's Buzelis picking him up. Fontecchio passes to Hardaway. Duran sets the screen for Hardaway. Lock at 6. Duran a screen. And Duran slams it in.
A strong finisher at the rim. That's Jalen Duran.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. It's White on the wing. It's good from long range. 9 points in the game so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Hardaway against White. Hardaway kicks to Cunningham. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. White against Cunningham. Inside. Here's Vucevic. And he gets the basket. Officials blow.
Too strong.
Blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And with his combination of power and skill, Vucevic is a magnet for and-ones.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Pistons.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
Here's Buzelis with the second effort. And it's Vucevic missing. Harris with it. He's picked up by White. And it's Fontecchio missing.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Bulls moving the ball around. Here's White. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The athleticism and grinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
The Bulls have shot just 1 free throw early. 1 for 1 in the game. That one drops. He ties it up. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Out to Hardaway. Unloads. Buzelis grabs the board. And Chicago shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Here's White. Up and in on the layup. White's got...
Kobe White dyan eh. Hey. Uy.
Points in the game.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Oh
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
And White kicks to Herter. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Bulls lead by 2. Cunningham passes to Durant. Hardaway with it. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. It's up a 3. His 4th miss of the game. He's made 3. Herter on the wing. Here's Giddey. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to Fontecchio. Here's Durant. Nails. Baby.
Ayun lang, na-injured. Hey! Casualty.
That's now 8 points here for Jalen Durant. Chicago leading by 3. And here's Vucevic. Herter on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here.
Welcome back,
Collins
Lonzo.
checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Horton Tucker's checked in for Kevin Herter. And Ball subbed in for Josh Giddey. Now here is Harris. Back to Fontecchio. Reed a screen on Ball. Just 5 on the clock. Detroit, no good that time either.
The ball hurt is back.
Pass to White. And White with the stuff.
Right now, White, red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
Ito rin pasa ni Lonzo. Impact kagad pagbalik eh. Hey!
Pistons trailed by 5. Schroeder looking around. Harris outside. Back to Schroeder. Harris outside. Schroeder outside. Fontecchio passes to Waters. Schroeder trains the three-pointer.
Yeah, Schroeder just letting this long shot fly when he finds the angle he wants.
To the inside. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it
Welcome
in.
back, Lonzo.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Ooh.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Schroeder after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Harris with him. Now guarded by Ball. Williams against Harris. A beautiful reverse layup.
A solid 6'8". Harris can more than handle his own inside. Really an overlooked part of his game.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Ball. Back to Horton Tucker, a 3-ball. And it's Reed pulling it out. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit, trailing by 2. Pass to Harris. A miss that time would have put him up. There's Ball with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
And aggressiveness from Lonzo.
In.
Showing that he's getting better and better at these quick offensive decisions.
Here's Schroeder. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And it's White, top of the key.
Yeah.
Reed with the steal. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. And the basket by Harris.
Tobias Harris getting a little bit creative, finding some room on the inside and keeping the defense guessing with that shot attempt.
Now here's White. He's got 14. Williams kicks the ball. Here's Horton Tucker. Rebound by the Pistons. Down low. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Collins. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ball finds Collins. Now here's White. Shot clock at 6. There's Paul with the 3. And it's Reed pulling it down. Now here's Schroeder. And it's blocked. He's been feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Chicago Bulls. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Jalen Durham. David, what's the news?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer of the Pistons gave us some information, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. They say that he likely will be out for the rest of the playoffs. Kevin, this is a devastating break, both for him and for the team.
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
We always think about when players go down, how terrible a blow it can be for the team. We wish him well and hope he's on the floor quickly.
Paul Reed out there with Thompson. Then it's Simone Fontecchio. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Waters in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. It's tipped. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Giddey the pass to Collins. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Fontecchio. That is his first foul of the game. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. The shot's good from Horton Tucker.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Takes the 13-footer, and it's Schroeder missing.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Horton Tucker, and the Bulls another 3.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
And the foul on Patrick Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Schroeder. Thompson in the corner. Pass to Fontecchio. Here's Waters. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Thompson. The 3. Detroit, no good that time either. Chicago leading by 6. Here's Horton Tucker.
Goodness.
The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Fontecchio. Williams with the block.
Huli ba?
Here's Carter. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Giddey. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Pistons. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Vucevic check in for Chicago. Kevin Huerter comes in for Horton Tucker. Here's Schroeder, and he gets the bucket. Schroeder's got 5.
Well, don't want to body him up. He's just too fast as Schroeder's able to get it done.
Giddey against Schroeder. Giddey kicks to Huerter. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Bulls lead by 11.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to Holland. Now Fontecchio. There's the pick. Lets the 3 fly. Nice D from Williams.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
So it's the Pistons now, after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Back to Fontecchio. 4 on the clock. Shakes him. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Giddey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Vucevic. Sasser with the rebound. Pistons trail by 13 to the paint. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
A different look here for Detroit. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Fontecchio. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Holland. Now here's Giddey. 12 points for him. Good on the shot. And that's now 7 points for Vucevic.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Here's Duren.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Williams finds Giddey. Here's Carter. Rebound by the Pistons. Sasser with it, and it's Carter picking him up. All alone. And it falls over the rim and in. Sasser's got it back down to within single digits for Detroit. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Simone Fontecchio. He's checked in for the Pistons. Now here is Carter. Still scoreless. That one drops for him.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Kay Duren. Uy, behind the back. Uy. Iniwasan pa.
Detroit's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
What a game for Duren so far. He is cooking, just going right at the defense.
And Vucevic kicks to Giddey. Offline with his 3.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely... regressed a little bit in this quarter.
For the Pistons.
That's not it.
Harris comes in for Reed. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Fontecchio. Ellis is checked in for the Bulls. Light comes in for Carter. Now here's Schroeder. 5 points in the game. Duran with a screen on Giddey. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win. It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And so here is Chicago, following the miss by Cade Cunningham. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Here's Cunningham. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Giddey's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Pistons trail by 9 to the middle and stolen by Giddey. Here's Herter, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Not set. For jump shots there as Herter gets his way on the drive.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Cunningham's got 11 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody.
Woozy Bird. Rookie of the year. Ooh.
Standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here is Cunningham. The Bulls getting their last shot to go. Duran sets the screen for Cunningham. Down low. Duran the pass to Harris. Duran with the screen on White. To the inside. Kicks it out to Schroeder. The 3. It's rebounded by Herter. Herter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's White missing. Pistons trail by 11. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Lots of room. Good. Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists in the game.
And the confidence growing from this young guard, Cunningham, dropping in the jumper.
White and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
God damn, this is the playoffs, bro. Uy. Okay na si Kobe White. Uy, tapa. Touch the earth.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Cunningham finds Duran. On the wing, Harris. Cunningham gets the bucket. He's got 15.
Cade doing a great job of figuring out how it is that he's going to stay this efficient.
Connects from 3-point range. And the Bulls lead by 12.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Schroeder passes to Duran.
Hello.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Nice yet again. And Duran lays it in. Duran's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, he might be able to turn this game around.
Herter, no good. Pistons trail by 10. Hardaway for 3. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
Corner jumper right in Hardaway's wheelhouse.
It's White on the wing. Started by Schroeder. Yep, it counts. White's got 18 points. In the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Cunningham for three. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Giddey. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Hit the crossover. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
And the Pistons making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Williams is checked in for Chicago. And the call will be against him.
Ay, nabanggaan na yun.
That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
1:30 left to play in the first half. Williams for three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
That's a 2 from Cunningham. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down.
And the jam by White.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here's Cunningham. He's got 15. Thompson a screen on White. Cunningham against White. To halt the run. Cunningham's shot is off. Chicago leading by 15. Pass to Buzelis. And here's Herter outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now. You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And against the whistle, 2 free throws coming up.
And White is looking to make things happen out there. If he has to get physical in the process, that is not going to be a problem.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Cunningham. There's the 3. Good on the triple.
Uy. Nakawala.
Cunningham's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Cade eager but not rushed that time, just jumping at the chance for the quick shot.
Pass to Herter. Here's White. And the last second attempt does not go
Halftime.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks, Nick. What got you guys going in the first half?
It was just we played aggressive and try to be a present in there. Everybody, not just me, but all the guys. And that's all we need to do. When we start the game up right, then we can build a pretty nice lead like tonight we did.
Obviously, it's how you finish, not how you start. Thanks, Nick. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Mga Pistons pero naka Jordan 1. Real. Oh shit. Oh. Tama na.
Glad to have you with us. So far, it's been a dismal performance for the Detroit Pistons.
Well, the energy they're putting out is not going toward their defense. Problem is their offense can't keep up with those guys. So the D has to pick up the slack, or this thing is over.
Man, you know they're getting an earful right down in that locker room. We'll see who's listening.
Checking out how the Pistons are doing in this series. They're watching this series slip through their fingers. The first
3-0 Boston,
not
Cleveland.
the effort they were hoping for.
God damn,
not looking
2-0.
great, but
Oklahoma
you can't give up.
Lakers.
I mean, you never know.
Ball
Golden
till you
State
fall.
3-0 din, oh.
If it's me, I'm not quitting. You got to carry me out, Kenny.
Better bring a forklift.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan.
17 lamang namin. Let's go. Mag-halftime din ako. Kaya. Okay, halftime din ako.
NBA playoffs, round one. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. You know, you have to like what we're seeing from Kobe White.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Taking a look at the Bulls, the guard set is Giddey and White. Buzelis out there with Vucevic, and it's Herter in at the 3 spot. Now here is Hardaway. It's rebounded by Giddey.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Yep, that one goes in there. White's got the first points of the second half here for the Bulls. Pistons trailed by 19.
Pistons.
Cunningham passes to Durant. Cunningham outside. Charity stripe shot, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And that's now 20 points for Cade Cunningham. Pass to Vucevic. Over in the corner, White. And here is Giddey. That 3 off the mark. It's stolen by Buzelis. Trying to find White, gets it to him. He gets it in there. White's got 27.
And love the commitment from White. Took the bump, went up strong, and rewarded with 2 points. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. The shot by Buzelis, no good. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Vucevic. Pass to Buzelis. No good with the triple. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Buzelis. Knocks down the 3 ball. Buzelis has got 7 points in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Hardaway finds Duran. And Duran slams it in.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Amongst the centers in this league, Vooch is perhaps the best jump shooter, so comfortable letting it fly.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
White against Cunningham. Here's Buzelis, and the Bulls another 3.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Popped up there for Thompson.
Hey.
No good that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
The nasty handles of White, just so gifted at putting on a show with moves like that.
Harris outside. Giddey against Cunningham. Duran sets the screen for Cunningham. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right
begin.
now, especially on the interior.
The Pistons shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Well, a former lottery pick in Jalen Duran, and what you love about him is he plays with energy and great passion.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Now here's Vucevic. 12 points for him. Here's Giddey. Count that bucket. Giddey's got 14 points.
Well, pretty sturdy inside. Giddey's got that size and ready to battle.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Team second.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more. At the line.
I love Cade Cunningham just playing this way, an electric player when he takes advantage.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Chicago.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it. Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Here's Buzelis. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Harris. The Bulls have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
A really talented youngster. Matas Buzelis comes from Lithuania, and they have a very rich basketball history there, and he's hoping to add to it. A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Pass to Herter. Bulls moving the ball around. A three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's foul number 2 for him. Williams, he's checked in for Buzelis.
Substitution. Number 44. Patrick Lee.
Here's White. Rebounded by the Pistons. Cunningham's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Thompson finds Duran.
Defense has to know Duran will not back off. He wants to get down there and be physical.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. He's off on the second. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points and stolen by Harris. Looking to end his cold spell. Goes back up. It's on the way. Beyond the arc. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
That's one of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s favorite shots. Not just the ones that go in, but from that spot on the floor.
From deep, Herter. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Herter's got 5 points now this quarter. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. A different look here for Detroit. Waters is checked in. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cunningham. So it's the Pistons now. Schroeder, here he goes. Banked in off the glass. Schroeder's got his third basket of the night.
Whenever Schroeder sees a hole in the defense, he is ferocious in how he exploits it.
Vucevic with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Here's White. They grab their own miss. And Vucevic throws it down.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up Greg with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Schroeder with the ball. 7 points in the game. And Thompson kicks to Harris. Off target from three-point range.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Count it, good. That's 7 points for Williams.
Giddy's intelligence grows by leaps and bounds game after game. Great vision and a nice rapid-fire decision.
Thompson for the triple. Here's Harris, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Harris has got 8 points.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Hindi ba si ano? Si Vuce double-double na. Sheesh. Orlando hanggang 21. Si ano? Si Tobias. Di ba Orlando rin to? 2016. 14 to 16. Etong si ano? Si Buzelis. Ay, si Vuce. Naging kakampi nga sila, no?
And this will be his second and third shots to the line here. Free throw drops for Vucevic.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA. Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
And the Pistons making a change here. Fontecchio's checked in. Now here's Schroeder. Harris passes to Durant. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Collins checked in for Vucevic. Here's White. He's got 29 points. Lets it go with a three. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing the second half in the mud.
Now here is Harris. 8 points for him. From the arc. Rebound by Williams.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And White kicks to Giddey. Pass to Williams. Back to Giddey. White with it. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Waters from deep. And it's White with the rebound. Giddey, no one around him. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Fontecchio. Chicago grabs the miss. Herter's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. White dishes to Williams. Misses the three.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here is Harris. 8 points for him. Good on the three-point shot.
This speaks to how confident Tobias Harris is in his offensive game, ready to shoot as soon as that ball reaches him.
Pulls from the top of the key, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Harris drives in. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Tobias Harris just going hard right there to the rim and forcing the refs to call that.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Reedy's checked in for Jalen Duren. And then for Chicago, Horton Tucker comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Ball subbed in for Josh Giddey. Now here's White for the three. And it's Ball, that time on the assist by White. White's got 5 assists tonight.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And that one drops.
Well, we've seen Schroeder stepping up more as a distributor, leading this ball club now.
Ball kicks to White.
Oh my
Drops in the
goodness,
layup
Kobe
off the
White.
glass. 36 points for Kobe White.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here is Harris. He's got 13. There's the lob for Harris. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And look at Harris just going for it up high for that alley-oop.
Ball, the pass to Williams. Now Horton Tucker. No good from outside. Harris drives in. Bucket is good. Harris has got 17 now.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Collins kicks to Williams. From outside, off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Schroeder passes to Harris. Back to Schroeder. That shot is off. Excellent D there from Williams. Collins passes to Williams. Ball from long range. Yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Ringing the
and
bell.
Alonso.
That's the way to close a quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided.
JJ.
It's Chicago
3-0
running
na.
away with this one. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next.
Playoffs.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. We've got Fontecchio, also Malik Beasley out there. Paul Reed out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Waters in at the 2. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. It's all in by the Bulls.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Giddey the pass to Ball. Reed with the steal. Beasley left side. Good D by Williams.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Ball kicks to Giddey. Fires the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond. At the other end.
Now here's Schroeder. Now Fontecchio. Back to Beasley. Schroeder outside. 5 on the clock. Detroit, no good that time either.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Timeout called the Pistons. Marcus Hesser's checked in for Malik Beasley. Waters passes to Schroeder. Here's Waters. All sorts of time. Good as the jump shot falls.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Phillips' shot is off. Detroit's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Schroeder. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Back to Smith. Ball feeling it out a bit. Here's Phillips. And they'll get another chance. And then Smith with the dunk.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
So it's Detroit now after the Bulls pick up 2. And too much time in the lane.
Tagal sa ilalim.
Get called for the 3-second violation. Holland, he's checked in for Detroit. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Back to Ball. Outside Terry. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists in the game. Schroeder outside. Pass to Fontecchio. No good on that one. Smith with the defensive effort.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Waters. Here's Holland. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Inside. The kick out to Ball. Here's Phillips. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. Takes the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Phillips has got...
Phillips.
himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Detroit, no good that time either.
But the effort's been there for him, just not getting the results.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Ball with the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways. To get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Detroit's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Yep, that one goes.
And Schroeder did not even have to think twice about that shot. This young man simply devours these chances inside.
Takes a shot at the elbow. Smith, no good. Schroeder against Smith. It's Schroeder with the drive. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Schroeder finds some deceptive ways to make you foul him. Someone who could nail some shots despite getting hit on the way up.
Chicago making a switch here. Collins is checked in.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The Pistons shooting here about 46% for the game. Kept alive. Harris. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2.
Wait.
Here.
Well, he's a capable shooter, but I like the initiative there from Tobias, taking it inside, forcing the defense back, and drawing contact.
The Pistons making a change here. Thompson's checked in, and Harris drops them both.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
And Ball slams it in.
We don't see this all that often, but is Lonzo Ball going to start calling his own number tonight? He should.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Harris outside. Here's the three. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Collins, good.
Balance, such a key to consistent shooting, and Collins shows it there.
No question.
Bola. Bolang-bola ba?
Got bumped on that shot.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes, this can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of tech.
Okay.
Being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The drive to be great is something that Cade Cunningham quietly possesses, and he has all the tools to be a very special player.
Now here's Williams to the wing on the left. And Phillips gets it to go.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period.
Oh,
We'll
sorry.
see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Here's Terry, and he dunks it down.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points, you gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Ball, the pass to Phillips. To the paint, here's Collins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jalen Durant.
Just so much activity from John Collins as a stretch 5 at times, hard to track around the floor.
And so Collins nails both of them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Ball against Cunningham. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Now here's Cunningham. Hardaway for 3. Ball with the rebound. And now Terry pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Beautiful transition.
Okay lang, ganda ng pasa niya. Nice one, Phillips. Hey.
An offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
They need this. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Harris has got 24.
Beautiful in the mid-range there. Sometimes it looks automatic for Tobias Harris.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Now, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Hits it from three-point range.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And it's the Bulls with the ball.
Uy, one.
Outside, Ball. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signal. There's a jump ball here. There's Williams. Collins trying to break free. Williams, that's good.
And he...
Si Williams, diniretso sa ano. Oh, shit. Good job, bro. Oh, photo of the game.
Waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem.
Jalen Smith, he's checked in for the Bulls. Horton Tucker comes in for Jerry. Now, here's Ball. Smith finds Ball over Cunningham. Williams for three. Rebound, Detroit. Harris has got 11 rebounds in the game. Down low, here's Cunningham. Good, and Harris gets the assist. And that's now 30 points for Cade Cunningham.
You got to have poise and you got to have body control, and Cunningham displayed both on that play.
Outside Williams. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Harris's shot is off. The Bulls shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Here's Horton Tucker. Guarded by Hardaway. Ball. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Sometimes Lonzo's got to put the defense on their heels and start attacking with some aggression. And that play, he did so.
Chicago making a switch here. Carter's checked in. Detroit's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Here's Cunningham driving the lane, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
Young players with these kind of moves are showing you that they're getting more patient on the inside, and Cade showed that time.
And stolen by Thompson. And here we go, the Pistons fast break, and Hardaway gets it to go.
And just a step up
in
that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Nice pass.
That drive by Carter, that one good for two.
Planado yun, baby. Oh, behind the pass. Behind the back.
Pistons shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Harris outside. Six to shoot. Pass to Thompson. Here's Cunningham. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Carter with it. Now defended by Cunningham. Here's Horton Tucker. Smith kicks the ball. Carter for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 8th assist in the game.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight, and an important win for Chicago.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Pistons.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And this series has really gone their way.
Yeah, it looks like a sweep may be in the cards with tonight's win. They'll be going 3-0, and this is exactly...
Okay. Hey.
What they wanted to do.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kobe White.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
Second personal foul. Team 4. Bulls substitution.
Here's Hardaway. Cunningham outside. And the 3 off target. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Hey.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Over Cunningham. It's hauled in by Harris.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position.
Lagi na binagay. Oh. Layups to eh. Bawal malambot.
There.
And the first one comes. Hardaway hits them both. Carter looking around. Here's Horton Tucker. Can't connect. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Nick, great win tonight. Good performance by you. How surprising is it that you contributed to the game in so many ways?
I mean, I wouldn't say it surprised me. I always knew I could play at this level, but I just play hard. Just play hard and get things happen. I don't try to force anything. I just let the game come to me, and I play hard. Rebounds. Like I said, it's a lot about effort. That's what I can do every night. And points are gonna come some nights. Sometimes they won't. But just take what I get and just keep playing.
Well, you did it all over the floor tonight, Nick. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, DA, thanks again.
JJ.
And that about
3-0,
wraps it
baby.
up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kobe White.
Kate 35-8-8. Sheesh. Duren 25-11. Kahit may injury. Hardaway. Okay. Schroeder. Okay. 36-3-6. Oh. White. Sheesh. Triple-double naman si Giddy. Tayom. 20-11-10. Lonzo, welcome back. 17-1-8. 19 minutes. Not bad. Werther. Okay. 16. Vooch double-double as usual. P-Will, double-double. Boozy-Vert, 20 minutes lang. Okay din. THT Carter, okay. Lahat ng bench may score. God damn. Okay, GG's on to Game 4. Sweepings.